What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here, NEFishGuys, and tonight we're going to do a video on the Sauger fish. This is episode 3 of What's in Your Backyard. Now, the Sauger fish, also known as the jack salmon, which is commonly confused with the walleye because they are very similar, is from Ohio. The Ohio River Basin, Lake Erie, and all of its tributaries. And it's actually a really cool fish. It can get quite big, 9 to 15 inches and more. If you go check out NEFishGuy on the other half of this series, you'll find out how big this fish can get. But as far as habitat's concerned, it prefers fast, turbid rivers with deep pools as well as cool, deep lakes. And this fish is really crazy because not only does it look like the walleye, but it has sharp teeth and will hunt like the walleye. As far as catching it goes, I'm going to show you something. I'm an ice fisherman. So all you guys up in Ohio and Lake Erie and all those crazy places that pretty much you can ice fish now in November and I have to wait till January, I would love to catch this fish because I catch crazy perch ice fishing. Now what you're going to need to catch this fish is simple. A small jig rod. Now, a jig rod is basically a tiny fishing pole. And this fish will eat a variety of jigs, minnows, and is also known to snatch up crankbaits if you fish low crankbaits. Now, all you fishermen out there, you guys know crankbaits. You guys know topwater crankbaits, shallow crankbaits, deep crankbaits. This fish is going to do deep crankbaits because it goes way down below. Up to 50 feet this fish will be living in. So, my favorite deep water crankbait is this guy right there. You can get a KVD, Kevin Van Dam. This one is a generic, but it has a rattle, and this thing will dive down, and it'll bust on top of the bottom, just like this. Crank it in, and hopefully you'll catch this fish. I have never seen anyone catch one of these around here, although my research does say they do go down to the northeast, but their main habitat is the Ohio rivers and Lake Erie. Now, when you jig in, the best time to catch these fish is late fall to winter. You want to jig, you want to bust out a hole with an auger if you have one, and you want to jig off the bottom. Anywhere from 20 to 50 feet these guys reside, and you want to use jigs. Here's a couple, come in a variety of different colors. Green, yellow, orange. These little grub jigs. Castmasters, my favorite. Here's a bigger one with a little rooster tail on it. And here's a small one, which is great for perch and I'm told sauger. And once again, the crankbait. Now in the spring and the fall, this is what you want to use. You want to dive this way deep down, and you're going to catch these guys. And anyone from Ohio and up in the Michigan Lake Erie area, I'm sure you can comment on this video and you're going to let me know that you've caught these guys before. Now, a lot of pictures I've seen on the internet, these guys get huge, but I do see a lot of places where they catch them in schools, just like a perch. They're going to run in schools, you're going to find a little hole with your jig rod, stick it down in there, bop it up and down, and you should be able to pull a ton of these guys like crazy. Another great way to catch them is a Rapala jig and wrap. I catch a ton of perch with these. I'm sure you're going to catch a ton of sauger with these. Now, this is NEFishGuys, What's in Your Backyard. My boy NEFishGuy went over just about everything you need to know about this fish. I'm here just to sweep up the mess, I guess you could say. But for this series, he's gone over whatever you need to know. All I'm here to tell you is the habitat and how to catch these guys. And I know ice fishing. I'm a big ice fisherman. I catch fish all day long jigging out of these ice fishing holes, and this is what you're going to need to use to catch these fish. I promise you, if you're up in Ohio, in that area, you jig with these baits, you're going to catch these fish. You're going to catch sauger like crazy. You're going to have a sauger fish fry. Oops, did I just say that? We're talking about fish you can keep in your aquarium. Can you keep a sauger in your aquarium? Now, let's talk about that. If you catch them, do you have an aquarium that can hold these? I don't doubt it. If you have a 50 or above, you can hold these fish, because they don't come to sexual maturity till, I think, roughly around 2 to 5 years, which is crazy for any type of aquarium fish. So you should be able to definitely keep these in your aquarium. If you want to breed them, that's another story. But the great thing about these fish, they survive the coldest waters. So you don't need a heater. You don't need really anything in your aquarium besides some gravel on the bottom and filtration, really. And you should definitely be able to keep these in your aquarium. So, quick recap. Habitat. Fast, turbid rivers or cool, large, deep pools in lakes is where they will hang out. If you want to catch them, jig rod. Late fall to winter is the best time you're going to catch these guys. And you want to use a variety of jigs and crankbaits as well as spoons. Now these are your spoons. These guys right here. These are your jigs. Little grubs. Couple different colors for you. And this is your crankbait. Now you want to slow move this crank. You don't want to retrieve it fast. You want to slow it. This guy is going to dart on the bottom, and he's going to hit his nose on the bottom, and that's when these guys should strike. So, that's what I got for you. You want to have the other part of this video, go see NEFishGuy over at his channel. I'll post a link down below. This is Mike from Mass. NEFishGuys. I'm out.